Hey everyone, and welcome back to the smoking section. I'm Sean, and it feels so good to be back here on Wednesday. Today is the live stream that I do every Wednesday of every week that I try to do every week. Tonight, I am really excited about doing this cigar. It was one of the ones that I wound up picking up at Leaf Cigar Bar. It has the most amazing smell in the entire universe. I am so excited to bring it on, and I'm not going to waste any time because I'm looking forward to lighting this puppy up. It is the Macanudo M coffee, and you know that it's a great cigar when it has to give you a description in the back and it says that it's handmade. It's a coffee flavor, and on the other side it says sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This isn't. So you can see that right in there. And sorry if my light is a little blinding, but helps you guys see me a little better. But that is what we are going over tonight. How is everybody doing? What's going on, J Train? What's going on, man? Glad to have you here, brother. I'm glad to have you here as always. If you did not know, my friend, can you please post the link to your description for your cigar giveaway on Saturday? Well, it's not a giveaway. It's the J Train is dropping on Saturday in Caravan Cigar Company. I'm going to be there. I'm going there to meet Johnny Smokes, the Protocol Boys. It's going to be a great time. If you're interested, or if you know Johnny Smokes and you want to get in there with them, take some pictures, buy some cigars, smoke some cigars, that is the time to go because he is awesome. He's dropping his new cigar, the J Train, and I am super excited for it. So I cannot wait for that to happen. I have Robert Drapp checking in saying, "What's up, Sean? Glad I caught the start. Glad you're here as well." And then somebody from Facebook checking in saying, "What's up, Sean? What's going on? What's going on, everybody?" So I'm going to go ahead and light this up real quick because this thing, it smells to die for. Like, it literally smells like dessert in a stick. Where are you going again? You missed it. I am going to Caravan Cigar Company in Pennsylvania. I think it's in Bethel, if I'm not mistaken. Bethel, PA. Johnny Smokes is dropping his new cigar out. It's called the J Train. I'm super stoked to get in there with Johnny and wind up trying out the cigar, hoping I can get a pack of the cigars because he's only doing 200 bundles. So if you're going to get there, you got to get there and get there quick because they're going to fly off the shelves. I can almost guarantee you that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this little puppy a cut. Oh my God. I wish you could actually smell it. Oh, Bath, PA, not Bethel. I'm sorry. It's in Bath, PA. So it's Caravan Cigar Company in Bath, PA. My apologies. I'm not a big, I don't do too many trips into Pennsylvania, so I'm still kind of learning all the towns and cities in Pennsylvania other than Philly. Philly would be like the closest one to me, I guess. Philly or Levittown or one of those. Bristol maybe? Probably. But I don't go into Pennsylvania too often, so I'm making this special trip for Johnny because I love that guy. I love Johnny Smokes. I love Johnny Smokes Uncut. If you're not already part of Johnny Smokes Uncut on Facebook, check him out. He's absolutely awesome. I love Johnny. I love the material that he puts out. I love his energy. So definitely check out Johnny Smokes. He's one hell of a guy, and I'm super excited about this weekend. Ted Urbanski's checking in saying, "Hey, pal, what's going on, Ted? Good to see you, my friend." Or good to see from you, I should say, because I really can't see anybody through here. I can just see who kind of messages me. But I am super excited about this cigar. That's a good one. That is a good cigar. It has just this awesome sweetness to it. It's almost like milk chocolate. I mean, it's almost like, I don't want to say Hershey bar. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, it tastes just like a Hershey bar, and everybody be like, are you trying to copyright? Are you trying to get Macanudo in trouble for having something that tastes like a Hershey bar? But it has that really nice, even just taste of just like a milk chocolate. And to me, like the closest thing that I can come up with is like a Hershey bar, where it's so creamy. It's a beautiful, beautiful smoke. Terry Monroe checking in saying, hey, y'all, what's going on, Terry? How you feeling, brother? Eric is checking in as well, saying, what's up, Sean? What's going on, Eric? I saw that you were out there as well in Pennsylvania. If I'm not mistaken, you were out there smoking a cigar out in Pennsylvania. So hopefully you enjoyed your cigar today. And Dennis McDonald's checking in, saying, better late than never. Well, dude, just to have you here makes me happy. To have anybody here makes me happy. This is all about just kind of interacting with everybody and smoking a good stick, seeing how everybody's doing on a good old hump day, and just kind of going from there. So how's everybody doing today? If you didn't read the title already, I am smoking the M by Macanudo, the M coffee, I should say. What's up from Maryland? What's going on, Maryland? We got Maryland in the house. How's it going, man? It always amazed me. It amazed me that, YouTube and Facebook and every platform that you wind up, streaming on, or, if you post something, you get people from all over. We got Maryland checking in. I know that Scott Seeley, he's from Canada. I mean, we have so many people from so many different regions. So right now, wherever you're at, where are you posting from? Where are you coming from? Are you from Maryland? Are you from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Ohio? Where are you at? Tell me where you're at, because I would love to know where everybody's watching this from, because it always fascinated me on how everybody is, getting to this. I'm in New Jersey, just in case you're wondering. I am in Lumberton, New Jersey, so I'm kind of going in that direction, I'm sorry to say. But where's everybody coming from? David Boutwell checking in, saying, hi, guys. Love that Macanudo. I got to tell you, this Macanudo is like amazing. I mean, it has such a nice flavor. Even like the smoke, the aroma of the smoke just smells like a Hershey bar. Like I said that earlier, but I mean, you got to understand, it's so creamy. It has such a nice flavor profile. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we got somebody from Jersey checking in as well. We got upstate New York near VT. Okay. You know where I am. I would know where you are, but right now I only see Facebook user on there. I don't see your name. So whenever I post from Streamlab, you got to click that little link that says Sean's streaming from StreamYard, and it just wants to use your information. So if you click on that, it'll just say, like, is it okay for us to use your name? And then I can see who's posting. But I got Peace, Love, and Guns coming in saying, hey, Robert. Hi, Sean. Hi, everyone. Terry Monroe saying, hi, Peace. And, oh, it's Mickey. Okay, well, Mickey, I can't see your name. I only see Facebook user. I'll have to take a video of it one day. I'll have to like take a picture, and it just comes up Facebook user. So for me, StreamYard does this weird thing where even though people are posting comments on the live, since it has from two different spots like Facebook and YouTube, you need to make sure it like is okay that they use your name in the chat, just so that way everything's okay. So don't forget to click that little link. David Boutwell saying masshole here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's fine. We love having you in here as well, David. So David is coming from Massachusetts. Love it. So I really love Macanudo for the Inspirata Green. I really love the Inspirata White as well. I wound up finding this one at Leaf Cigar Bar in Easton, Pennsylvania, and it just looked really, really awesome. I'm so used to my cigar shop. My cigar shop only selling like the Macanudo Inspirata Green, the red and the white, I believe. So when I saw this one, I was like, oh, cool. It's another Macanudo. So when I wound up grabbing this, my dad actually smoked one at Leaf. I only bought one, so I didn't smoke one until now. And my dad was ranting and raving, saying like, "Oh my God, it's so awesome! It's so sweet! It has this beautiful flavor to it." And I gotta tell you, it is just an absolute awesome cigar. Some hints of just a little slight spice in there. It's kind of like a very small undertone in the background, but this one is all sweet all day long. I'll be honest with you. It is a beautiful blend, and the wrap is just absolutely beautiful as well. It just has this beautiful smell of aroma of chocolate, just like a milk chocolate, and I absolutely love it. And I've only been smoking it for a couple puffs now, so I mean, for it to have that kind of profile to it, I think is absolutely amazing. So the wrap for this cigar is actually Indonesian. The binder is from the Philippines, and the filler is Nicaraguan tobacco. So got a little bit of a combination of regions in here that is just bringing this all together. That just has this beautiful stick put together with just this amazing. And the only reason why I say amazing is because I don't really get a lot of chocolatey cigars unless you wind up going with like a Tatiana, like a chocolate Tatiana. But this does it so much. I don't want to say better than Tatiana. It's more advanced, I guess you would say. It's chocolate without trying to be chocolate. It has almost like this beautiful ability to not be, and I don't want to say cheap, because I know Tatianas aren't cheap. They're hand rolled as well. But it's not like it's flavored. It's flavored without it only concentrating on that flavor, if that makes sense. There are some undertones in there as well where it's not just like fully chocolate all day long. But I got to tell you, I know that this is the Macanudo M coffee, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink it with a cup of coffee. And I figured that would be the best thing for me to do since it is the Macanudo coffee. And David Boutwell is saying, I keep forgetting that I can do this too, by the way. So David Boutwell is saying, I like that cigar with a morning coffee, but I wouldn't pair it with a whiskey or bourbon. No, I definitely wouldn't pair it with a whiskey or bourbon. I was actually going to break open a banana bread beer tonight while I did my live stream, just to kind of smoke it with it, because I figured the banana bread of the beer would kind of be a sweetness that would kind of help infuse with the sweetness that I have here. But it wound up just going right into coffee. And I said, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and kind of do the whole breakfast for dinner thing. And it's a beautiful combination. So for my coffee that I have right here, I have regular Maxwell House coffee with a little bit of some of the Coffee Mate M&M creamer. So I got a little chocolate here, and I'm feeling pretty good about my selection of pairing tonight. But all in all, I mean, it is a beautiful cigar. Very easy on the draw, very nice profile, very well constructed. The ash is just piling on quite beautifully. It seems like it's a little flaky just towards the tip, but all in all, it seems like it's holding really well. David Boutwell saying some Baileys on the rocks, maybe. I was thinking Baileys, or even like who makes it? Rum chata. I was thinking like rum chata would probably be like something that I could pair this with, like the cream of the rum chata with the chocolate of the Macanudo would definitely be a nice combination if I was going to pair it with an alcoholic beverage. And I got Jessica checking in saying, hi, honey. Hey, baby girl, how you feeling tonight? Jess has school in the next 15 minutes. Her class is at 8. So she's finishing up some schooling. tonight. She goes from 8 to 9, but she always checks in and hops in just to see how everything's going before she winds up going to school. So, hi, honey, how are you? Glad that you were able to make it for a little bit. Dennis McDonald is saying that would be great for a drink. And that's I was trying to think of some things that I could try and pair it with, just for the sheer fact of with this being such a sweet cigar. And whenever I do my cover photo for the YouTube video, I always take the cigar out and I kind of give it a little whiff and kind of just see what I'm dealing with. And as soon as I took it out of the wrapper, it was just like this really beautiful scent of just like a milk chocolate. Like that is just the strongest thing for milk chocolate that I can describe. And I said, I can't pair this with a beer tonight. I just can't. Unless you wound up going with like that Yingling Hershey's, the Hershey's Yingling, I think it would be. I would almost venture to say that would be something I could try and pair this with, but I just don't know how the chocolate and the beer would pair up unless it was chocolate beer. So that was kind of the only other thing that I was thinking of, but I was thinking of more of like a creamier alcoholic beverage like Bailey's or rum chata or just a regular cup of coffee, which is what I did tonight. So but that's where my mental state was. If you has anybody had the Yingling Hershey's beer? If you have, if I have a chocolate cigar right here that just kind of has more of a nice flavor of chocolate, it's not overpowering and it's still a cigar. It still has those undertones of some spice and everything. Would you be able to, pair this? If I'm giving you a good description, would you pair that with the Yingling Hershey's chocolate? Eric saying, are you sure you're going to sleep tonight after drinking that coffee? Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is, so when I was in high school, my drink of choice was Monster. And I drank so much Monster in high school, I really feel as though I'm immune to caffeine. Monster, for a little while, came out with this can called the BFC, which is the big freaking can, or insert expletive here. I wound up drinking like 2 or 3 of those like a day. There was a small little convenience store that was down the street from me that I would ride my bike down to, pick like 2 or 3 of those up. Or when I was driving, I would go, stop there before I went to school and pick a couple up. And I just feel like I kind of ruined my immune system with caffeine. So right now, like, coffee doesn't do anything. I can drink this cup of coffee and fall right to sleep. There would be no problem with that at all. Coffee is more of like a relaxative for me. Not a laxative, but a relaxative for me. And having a cigar and a cup of coffee, that's like instant night juice. Like that is like, I'm ready for bed by the time this video comes up and ready to go. And David Boutwell saying that Macanudo has some similarities to the Drew Estates Tabac Especial Negra, which, you know what, to be honest with you, it really does. To me, a cigar like this, especially, with it being Macanudo, Macanudo did an awesome job with, putting that nice creamy chocolatey flavoring with it. It's really well done. It's not overpowering. It's not a sweet tip though. You might get a little bit of sweetness just from the wrap itself, but it's not like the Drew Estate stuff, like the Fat Bottom Betty or the Leather Rose, where it actually has that sweet honey tip to it. You're getting all flavor throughout this, which is, like I said, really nice. Do I think the Drew Estates can do it better? A part of me says yes, but I do think that the Macanudo is giving it a run for its money, to be honest with you. If you took the wrapper off of this one and something from Drew Estates, would I be able to tell the difference? Maybe a slight difference when it comes to the flavoring, but I'll be honest with you, this could really hold up with most of the Drew Estates line, to be honest with you, other than the sweet tip. Without having the sweet tip, it would definitely hold up to the Drew Estates line, in my opinion. This could go right in line with that. If Macanudo did one of these and did like a collaboration between Drew Estates and Macanudo, and they came up with like this cigar, but a little bit different, that would be one hell of a cigar. Honestly, I really firmly believe that. So, if anybody knows Macanudo and somebody from Drew Estates, let's get them in a room together and have them make a really awesome, sweet cigar baby, because that would be amazing. We have rum chata at the house. I'll have to pair that cigar with that. I would definitely give it a try and let me know what you think. Like I said, has anybody had the Yingling Hershey chocolate beer? Because I'm almost curious with the description that I'm getting or giving from this. Would anybody really pair the beer with this? That's kind of where I'm at with that. Because I got to be honest, I don't know if the beer would actually pair really well, or if the beer would be overpowering, in my opinion, for this. Somebody off Facebook checking in saying, hey, how's it going? Thank you for coming out to the stream. Glad to have you here. Tonight, in case I didn't describe it right, tonight we are smoking the Macanudo M, the coffee, which is a beautiful, beautiful cigar. Absolutely awesome blend between the nice chocolatey tones, the little bit of spice undertone, but the spice is really not even there. The milk chocolatey taste in this cigar really kind of pushes everything else out of the way so far, at least, for almost the first third. It really is the most dominant flavor in the cigar. And like I said, I mean, I read that it pairs really well with like coffee and this and that. So I decided to go with some coffee, my specialty mug that has me and my Nova and my family and all that stuff on it. So I was like, you know what? Good cup of coffee, awesome cigar that smells exactly like a chocolate bar. Why not? Scott. Hey, it's Scott. Pair a light beer with a light cigar and vice versa. But what do you do if your light cigar has a chocolatey flavor to it? So like the Macanudo M has a very, very strong taste of chocolate to it, like a very, very beautiful, almost like a velvety milk chocolate taste to it. But it's not in your face. It's not like a Drew Estates where it's like all you taste is just a sweetness. You can taste the chocolate notes. You can taste the little bit of spice to it. And this is called the M coffee, the Macanudo M coffee. I just figured I'd pair it with coffee. I figured either coffee or David Boutwell said about what did he say? The Baileys. And then I said like rum chata, like a cream beverage to kind of counterbalance the sweetness of the chocolate, kind of teeter it out between chocolate and cream. That was my kind of way of thinking. Glad to be here. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you very much. As always, I always appreciate the support, and I always support everybody who supports me. So that's just kind of how I've always been. I'm not somebody that, just takes a bunch of people and doesn't give anything back. So I appreciate that. Somebody's checking in saying oak cider. Oak cider. Oak cider. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I'm not a big cider person, unless it's like peach cider. I really like peach cider. There's a little farm stand close by that does like a really beautiful peach cider. But I don't know about oak cider. I'm not sure about oak cider, but I would definitely be willing to give it a try for sure. Does a Not My Father's beer put out a chocolate beer? No, but Not My Father's root beer wound up. They did have Not My Father's Mountain Shine, which was, I think, their version of like Mountain Dew, but I haven't seen that in a couple of years now. I don't know if that was a top seller or not, but they don't really do like a chocolate beer. Somebody else coming in, tell me what they're doing their pairing with. I do pair some sticks with coffee. The Alec Bradley Magic Toast is amazing with coffee, which I have heard that as well. I always thought like the oily cigars would, go really, really well with a nice coffee as well. I'm not sure if I would put creamer in my coffee. If I wound up doing the Magic Toast, I would kind of want the coffee to kind of, I don't know, fight back with the oils, I guess. But Johnny's checking in saying, "What's up, bro? Home off from work to catch you live." Well, dude, I'm glad to have you here, man. It's been forever since I've seen you, brother. So I'm really happy that you're here. Have you ever smoked a pure white Hennessy? Have you ever smoked a pure white Hennessy cigar? I haven't. I'm guessing that the pure white Hennessy cigar is infused with Hennessy. I'm guessing. I have smoked the what is it? Maker's Mark. The Maker Mark infused cigar, and that was actually pretty good for an infused cigar. We actually, I don't think it's in here. Me and my father actually have a barrel that we can infuse cigars with. We infuse a lot of cigars, just with whatever we feel like. Well, at the time we were only infusing it with just the one. I forget if we were doing it with Jack Daniels or not. It's been a while, but you can. They actually sell it on Amazon. You can get a kit to infuse your own cigars. It comes in a little barrel about yay big. I wound up grabbing, I think it was the factory smokes, and we wound up curing some cigars that way, which was really, really awesome as well. It just has such a nice sweetness to it. I love it. I really love it. And for me, I really enjoy sweet cigars as well. I do love my full-bodied cigars. I will always pick a full-bodied cigar over a sweet cigar. But when it's like nighttime like this is like the cigar that I go to. I had stuffed crust pizza for dinner. I didn't have dessert. I'm having my Macanudo dessert right now because it is the Macanudo M, and it is a awesome, awesome chocolatey cigar. Johnny saying hello to everybody, to Terry and Jess. Everybody's checking back in with Johnny saying, yes, Maker's Mark cigar is good. I really enjoyed that one. That was a really, really great infused cigar. Ted saying hello, Terry, Johnny, and where's Jess? Jess checked in a little bit ago, probably about 7:45, but she has school. She every Wednesday she has a night class from 8 to 9. I think she said she's only got like 6 weeks left of that, so maybe she'll start being in here a little more often after that. But she's got school tonight, and I always tell her that school comes first. So she always checks in, says hi to everybody that's in, and then she winds up going to school. And Terry Monroe is correcting me, saying we did it with Gentleman Jack. It wasn't Jack Daniels. Well, it was Jack Daniels, but it was Gentleman Jack Daniels. Gentleman Jack Daniels. That was kind of tricky to say. Too many Jacks. Gentleman, or too many J's, I guess. Gentleman Jack Daniels. So. The nice thing about this cigar is right now, at least from what I'm tasting, the chocolatey flavor is still there, but it's now starting to move into more of like you can taste the spice. The spice is really starting to wake up in this cigar, and it's absolutely a banger when it comes to just the flavor profile. It's really, really awesome. I really, really enjoy it. I feel like I should probably take this down. I'm trying to work on taking that whole little scenery down when I'm doing the review. I want to have it on there for when I first start, and then I'll take it away so that way you can see everything. But it's a really, really nice flavor profile so far. And I mean, it's burning so evenly. I felt like I was about to lose my ash, so I wound up knocking it off. But I mean, it's burning very, very evenly. The ash is still really lumped right there. It's a nice, thick ash. So for anybody who likes to ash their cigars, it's an awesome, awesome cigar for doing that so far. but the flavor profile is beautiful. Now, I wound up doing a cat's eye cut on that, or V cut on it. It does have a very solid pull. It's easy enough to pull with the cigar. It's doing a very, very nice job of, giving me enough smoke. I'm curious as to see what it would be like if I wound up doing a straight cut on the cigar. But it's an awesome cigar. I really, really enjoy it. Like I said, the flavor profiles. Ooh, excuse me. The coffee's catching up with me. It's a beautiful cigar. Has a really, really nice flavor profile. I really do like the M in there. I like how it kind of has like this grungy, faded look to it, where like the M has like some dirt spots in it. See if I can get that up there, nice and close for everybody. But it just feels like it has this not dungy, grungy look to it. I really enjoy it, and I love how they put sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This isn't, and it says coffee flavored on the side of it. So, what's the darker wrap, or what's the dark wrapper? Oedron? Series 2000, 3000, or 7000. Have one and can't ID it. I've never had an Oedron. Oedron? Oedron? I don't quite know how to pronounce that one, but I haven't had one of those, so I'm really not too familiar with them. If you download the app, what's it called? Cigar Scanner? Yeah, Cigar Scanner. If you take a picture of it, it'll keep track of your cigars that you smoke, and it'll also identify them for you as well. Padron. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad, Johnny. What is the dark wrap Padron series? Well, they do have a what is it? Padron 3000? 2000. I think it's the 2000. They're not like the Padron. They're not the Padron 1964s. They're like the next line down. Damn FFD. Yeah, I would definitely think it's the 2000. I'm trying to think it because I just had somebody order those not too long ago at the cigar shop. I'm trying to think of what the number is. You never really think of it. You just know when they say it, you know which cigar it is. It just has a very plain fat finger disease. Trust me, dude, I'm right there with you. I can't tell you how many times I said what the duck, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm trying to think. It might be the 3000, the Padron 3000. I'm pretty sure. I think it's the 3000. If anybody knows, what's the next level down? Not the Padron 1926 or 64, but it's kind of like the mid-range cigar for Padron. Is that the 3000 or the 2000? Trying to remember. If anybody has that answer, please let me know in the chat, in the comments, I should say. Apple took Cigar Scanner off the App Store. Oh, really? That's not good. Well, I mean, I still have it, so I mean, I'm guessing you can't go out there and grab it again. If you already have it, you kind of got grandfathered in. But I'm surprised. I guess because it encourages tobacco use. I guess. I don't know. So real quick, I was on Instagram today, and I want to know if anybody else has heard this. Maybe I should try and find it real quick because I want to get the state right. So I wound up having somebody tag me in a post, and it says, all right, so Michigan Department of Health bans smoking cigar lounges. and that was in a cigar aficionado sent out a news alert. Has anybody else heard that? Michigan. Yes, Michigan Department of Health bans smoking in cigar lounges. Is anybody else being affected by that, or what's your take on that? Because, quite frankly, I'm pissed. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand why. Facebook checking in saying, "Yeah, I have. I saw it earlier." Yeah, I wasn't sure. Because you know how Facebook and all that kind of puts out like fake news. Like there's certain sides to everything that just they always want to push their side, or this side wants to push their side, and you kind of got to do your own research to figure out what the truth is. I wasn't sure if that was just something that was floating out there, or if it was the newest thing, or what's going on. Isn't that the point of a cigar bar, to go and smoke cigars? I mean, I always thought so. You know, I mean, I guess they're just. I see what my thing is. I don't understand the point of it. I mean, unless there's like a loophole that you could have like an outdoor smoking area. Maybe they don't want. Like, is that just for now because of COVID, or is that like more of like a health reason? Because, quite frankly, I mean, you can still drink and drive. Now you'll get caught, but you can still drink and drive. Like there's nothing really banning you other than somebody saying you can't drink and drive. But you can still go to a bar, get lit, and wind up driving home. It's just you can go the back way, and if the cops catch you, you're done. If they don't catch you, hopefully you don't kill somebody. But I don't understand what the purpose of that would be, to be honest. Johnny saying sounds ass backwards to me. Are they trying to shut these places down? That's what I said. I'm not sure. So I mean, let's see. So this is all I got on Instagram. It was just, somebody said news alert, and then it said, the description of, Michigan Department bans, smoking cigars indoors. And I haven't looked on there yet to see, like, is that because of health reasons for COVID? Like you're blowing COVID germs in with your smoke and somebody else could breathe it in? Like, I don't know what the purpose of it was. And I was hoping that somebody had done a little research to try and figure out what was going on with the reasoning for that. Why ban in the first place? Who's really getting harmed? I mean, so the way I've always thought of things was like, if you feel like, especially now with COVID, so my mother is on a bowling league, and there was a guy that was complaining that people weren't wearing their masks correctly. Like they'd have them down to here instead of up to here. If you're that scared that you feel like you have to be the mask police and tell people how to wear their masks, I kind of always felt like maybe you shouldn't be out. Like, I'm not saying you need to shut down your life, but if you're that concerned of catching it, then you should protect you and your family and not go out into the world or do an activity like that. Like, I know that you're going to go to the store. I know that you're going to go out to, the car wash or to get gas. Like, I understand life has to go on, but I never quite understood, like, why government is making choices for us. Like, if I know that I'm getting secondhand smoke by going to a cigar lounge, that's my prerogative. I don't need somebody to tell me it's wrong, or somebody to say, like, I'm protecting you. Don't. You have a hard time enough protecting your own state, let alone my life. But that's just me. And I don't mean to get too political with it. I was more along the lines asking if anybody heard the reason for banning smoking in a cigar lounge in Michigan. Johnny said, yeah, I got that too. Think it's about possible COVID spread. Got my shot yesterday and I'm feeling straight so far. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm planning on getting a shot at some point. The way things are going, it looks like I'm going to be waiting a year because I'm 28, and I guess they're kind of doing it backwards where they're going from the elderly back down to the youngest, I guess. But when it's my turn to get a shot, I'll probably be 30, and I'm 28 now, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, honestly, not like I want to stick on this, but I mean, that was kind of the only reason that I could really kind of think of for banning it in a smoking lounge was, when you're blowing out smoke, you could possibly have saliva or like little particles of saliva that kind of attach to the smoke, and then it could travel further, I guess. Like I said, nobody really said why, at least in the post. I didn't do any research on it yet. I just figured it was something that I thought of tonight while doing this, and I figured I'd see if anybody else heard the same things I did or not. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, you obviously can't smoke a cigar through a mask, so I mean, I get what they're trying to accomplish, but I mean, if numbers are going down and cigar lounges have been in operation for at least a little bit now and numbers haven't gone back up, to me, you're kind of beating a dead horse, at least in my opinion. But you know what's not beating a dead horse? The flavor of this Macanudo M. I got to be honest, I'm really, really surprised how beautiful this chocolatey flavor still is about halfway through. It has such a nice flavor profile. It's doing such a nice job of just, staying, really, really consistent to itself. It's still a really, really smooth cigar, and I'm really enjoying smoking this, and I really feel like pairing it with a cup of coffee went really, really well. It still is going really, really well. Now, whether or not I fall asleep a little quicker because of this whole coffee and a great cigar, that's up for debate still. My eyes feel like they're getting heavy, but I'm still full of energy. So, but I mean, it's a beautiful combination. I used to think that the Espinosa Creme was the perfect cigar for a morning time smoke with a cup of coffee. And that one just got like shoved like right on out of first place. And I got to say, the Macanudo M is probably my favorite all-time breakfast cigar now, to be honest. Honestly, I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm smoking it. It has such a nice flavor profile. It's absolutely beautiful with how amazing this cigar is. The amount of smoke, I think, is absolutely perfect. The only thing that I will say is, and like, I feel like I kind of did it myself, but doing the V cut on the top of it, I feel like I'm having a little bit of a harder time of a draw with it, but it's not something that I can't handle, I guess you'd say. It's a little stiffer than I would like to have, but it's still producing a lot of great smoke, and it's really burning quite evenly. I haven't had to relight it, and I've been talking for a little while now before I take puffs. It's a beautifully well-constructed cigar with an amazing cigar profile. Flavor profile is, very unique to the Macanudo line. And like I said, I would really consider this to go up against the Drew Estate cigar. The Tabacs, even Acid. I mean, well, Acid does more, and I like to say Acid are more like fruity flavors, sweet fruit. Whereas this is more of like a chocolate and cream, or, a creamy chocolate. The Deadwood series is more of like a honey and cream. They don't really have like a chocolatey note to it, other than the Leather Rose, which has like some leather, pepper, some honey, a little bit of that cocoa underline. But I mean, this is like straight smoking a Hershey bar with a little bit of pepper on top. I mean, just like a little shake. But I mean, it's an awesome cigar, and I love the look of this cigar. I do. Like I said, it kind of has like a nice grunge look to it. The M kind of has like some black splatter in it. like it's kind of faded. Like if you saw like an old washed out sign where the rust is kind of going through some of the words or the picture. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It's not orange rust. It's like black rust. But it's a beautiful, beautiful cigar. Highly recommended for if you're a morning breakfast coffee smoker. Highly recommended. I really like it. And now the spice, like the spice was starting to come in earlier, about halfway through. Right now, it's starting to kind of even itself out with a nice chocolate and some nice spice as well. It almost reminds me of the leather rose. The leather rose does a really nice job of having a very, very nice sweet smoke up until you get about halfway through, and then it kind of changes over to like, that pepper, the leather, some sweetness, but some pepper and leather. It does a really nice job of just kind of combining the two and, infusing them together and not either one trying to overpower the other. It's a beautiful, beautiful combination, and Macanudo has really outdone themselves with this cigar. It's an absolute banger, in my opinion. All in all, I mean, I think it's a really, really unique item from Macanudo. Macanudo, like I said, the Inspirata Green, probably one of my favorite cigars from Macanudo, and the Inspirata White. Both of them are absolutely awesome, awesome cigars. Really, the only ones that I've smoked from Macanudo until this one. And I would definitely buy a box of these. I would smoke these every day, to be honest with you. I would smoke a Macanudo M every day on my way to work if I smoked on my way to work. But I mean, they are that good where, I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful breakfast cigar, a beautiful cigar to start your day off with. And I just find it to be a delight of a cigar to bring to the channel and be able to smoke with a nice cup of coffee. Awesome, awesome cigar. But all in all, I'm going to put this down for a second so I can kind of look at the camera for a second. I'm probably going to end this little live stream here. I still have a little under halfway of the Macanudo, but honestly, it's a beautiful, beautiful cigar. I really enjoy smoking this. I'm going to enjoy smoking this as I kind of finish up through the night and get myself ready for work tomorrow. It's an awesome cigar. If you haven't tried it, and let me just open this up all the way so that we can see it off the cigar. But if you ever get the chance, let me just peek over it. If you ever get the chance, please try the Macanudo M. If you are a breakfast time smoker, or if you are just a morning smoker in general, you don't have to pair it with a cup of coffee, or if you like having a sweet cigar at night like I do sometimes, try it with some rum chata, or some Bailey's Irish Cream, or just some plain Bailey's. Give it a try and see if you enjoy it as well, because it's an absolute amazing cigar. The flavor profile was completely on point. The construction of the cigar was completely on point. I expected nothing less from Macanudo, to be honest with you, because they are a heavy hitter when it comes to cigars. They have a really nice product line. They always put a lot of thought and effort into their cigars. They have a lot of awesome people that represent their cigars, one of them being Mr. Ramy, who is our store's representative for Macanudo, NCAO. So, definitely check out the Macanudo M coffee. And definitely, if you get a chance, give them a try, because I think that they're an awesome, awesome cigar. And I think that they are a high quality cigar as well. So all in all, I'm going to give it like a 4.6. out of 5 stars. The only thing that I can say, and the only reason I took a few points off of, was the draw seems like it's a little stiff. The cigar has a really, really nice squish to it, and it's perfectly balanced between everything. But it did seem like I was having a little bit of trouble with the draw. But that could just be because of the V cut. If I wound up doing a straight cut on it, it might have been a little more open. I might have been having a nicer time. But other than that, the beauty of the cigar, I gave high good points. The flavor profile, I gave a lot of good points on, and just the overall consistency of the cigar, I gave a lot of good points on, and the way it pairs with coffee, which coffee is one of my favorite drinks. So, just keep that in mind. If you want to give it a try, definitely give it a try. Sometimes you can find them online. I believe Halfway Wheel or Half Wheel sells them. I believe Cigars International sells them as well. And then, of course, Famous Smoke Shop, which is Leaf Cigar Bar, they sell them as well. So if you get a chance, give it a try. If you don't know where to find them, message me and I will try and find some for you. But all in all, to me, I think it was an absolute joy to smoke this. I'm going to finish up this cigar, finish up my coffee, make sure that the video comes out okay, make sure that I can put it in the right spots, and just settle down for the rest of the night. But as always, everybody, I wanted to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Stay tuned for Friday, where we do our morning cigar talks, where I bring some questions your way to just kind of get your mind thinking throughout the Friday right before the weekend. And then we will be doing Back to the Basics later in the day, Friday afternoon, early evening. So be on the lookout for that. From the smoking section, everybody, I'm Sean. I would love to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the new people that were coming in here and joining me and chilling out with me and just having a good old time with me as I smoke a cigar and just get everybody's opinions on things. And I can't thank everybody enough for all the support and love and everything. So if you guys like these videos, please give me a like and a share if you want to. If you don't want to share them, that's fine too. But share the video if you do. Don't share it if you don't. Easy as that. But if you do like these videos, give me a like. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So from the smoking section, I'm Sean. As always, stay blessed, stay smoking. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your week, everybody, and enjoy your day. I will catch you guys later. Later.